This program contains true stories of rescues. All of the 911 calls you will hear are real. Whenever possible, the actual people involved have helped us reconstruct the events as they happened.
On the afternoon of July 9th, 1991, in Evansville, Indiana, 27-year-old Lori Sellner was involved in a minor rear-end collision on her way downtown to meet her mother, Tanya Defendahl.
When I walked up to my daughter, I could tell something was wrong. She said, someone hit me in the back end, and I think I may have a whiplash or something because the back of my neck is hurting really bad.
Also riding in Lori's pickup that day were her 3-year-old son and 6-year-old son, Dustin.
We kept on telling her to put her seatbelt on, but she said, no, there's nothing going to happen.
Lori never did like to wear a seatbelt. She always made the boys wear one, but she is a little bit uncomfortable with the seatbelt.
Despite a headache and the pain in her neck, Lori insisted she was all right to make the 15-minute drive to her mother's house to rest.
Oh, are you okay?
As I followed her, I could tell there was something wrong. She was swaying and she just wasn't driving right. She motioned for me to come up there, so I pulled up beside her.
What's wrong? Something's wrong with my tire. Well, let me pull in front. I can check them out.
I couldn't see anything wrong. I think she knew at the time she was getting sick, but she didn't want to scare me. When I looked back and I seen her slump over, I said, oh my God, if she didn't get the truck stopped in time, there might have been no hope for all three of them.
When she fell over, I had tears going down my eye because I thought my mommy was dying. And I knew if I didn't stop the truck, we would be in a real bad accident.
It seemed like forever before I could get back there to her.
Lori, what's wrong?
Dustin was clutched on the floor, holding the brake in.
Honey, the truck has stopped. That's okay.
She was out, and I started crying. I says, Lori, please wake up, honey. Wake up, Mama's here. I couldn't get any response.
I need help!
By that time, I was really getting panicked because her lips were turning blue, her hands had turned blue, and her eyes were rolling up in her head. When you see something like that, I mean, you know you're losing your daughter.
Lori, I know.
I don't know how long. It seemed like forever and ever, but two guys did come by.
Something wrong with my daughter. I don't know what it is. She's had a heart attack or what. Just get help. Honey, we got help coming. Okay, we got help coming.
The men drove to the nearest house where Gene Gillis lived.
Yeah, what can I do?
This man told me to call 911. There was a lady across the highway he thought was having a heart attack.
Attention North Township. We have an Alexandra assistant 66 in.
The nearest available ambulance was returning from a call more than 20 miles away.
Quarter mile past the Posey County line.
All right, well, we're clear on the run. County line and Highway 66.
Gene Gillis drove to the scene to see if he could help.
When I drove up, there was two little kids standing at the side of the truck. They were scared and they were crying.
Man, what's happening?
I don't know.
The older woman was very upset, so I told her to gather up the kids and get them off to the side of the highway.
What happened, anyway?
The older lady had told me that they had had an accident in town, so I just held her in the same position and tried to hold her still then.
All right, I'm trying to keep your head still.
I was really crying over at the side of the truck because I wanted to see my mommy.
Lori, talk to me.
She had a hold of the steering wheel, and she was shaking real hard.
Come on, give me your hand.
I really felt helpless. There wasn't any more I could do for her. I was there, and that was all I could do. That was the worst part it felt for me. It seemed like a lifetime. I just kept looking down the highway and waiting to hear a siren. I was so happy to see them when they got there.
Within 12 minutes of the call, paramedic Steve Hoflinger and his partner arrived on the scene.
Explaining the neck pain, keep passing out. All right, her name's Lori.
Anytime you have a patient in an auto accident complaining of neck pain, you have to be extremely careful because one wrong move and you paralyze the patient for life.
Lori was hospitalized with whiplash and a concussion and later released. Everyone at the scene was surprised to learn that it was Dustin who had stopped the truck.
I had 5 children of my own, and they're all very smart kids, but I just never ran into a 6-year-old child that could do that before. He really did a good job. I was really, really happy to be a part of it.
6-year-old Dustin Selner's whole family is grateful for what he did that day. In their eyes, he will always be a hero.
When I first realized and heard everything that Dusty had done, I thought he was really level-headed. We might not be here today if he had been so quick and so fast, and he's just a smart boy. I'm proud.
If it hadn't been for Dustin in this situation, I might not have had a wife and 2 young boys to carry on with. He's the light of my life, without a doubt.
I didn't get to read.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. J is for?
J is for jack-o'-lantern.
The moral of the story is always wear your seatbelt. If you're in an accident, stop, get help. Don't keep driving, because, you know, you might not have that second chance.
What's K for? That's Mommy's favorite word. What's K? No, what starts with a K that one?
I'm glad that my mommy's okay because I love my mommy.
Okay, you want to give Mommy another kiss? Because you love me?